Friends and family, welcome to another video. In this one, I'm going to tell you about the last cleanse slash detox that I did. Now, you know I love to do my detoxes. I tell you, just like a car engine, every 3 months you need to change your oil. Okay, you need to reset. Like, listen, we eat processed, things, foods and things like that. So we definitely want to be on some kind of a regimen when it comes to detoxing every 3 months. It doesn't have to be intense, but at least twice a year you want to do the intense one, and then every 3 months like a maintenance thing. So I tried DHerbs. If you all have not heard, DHerbs is a company that specializes in all kinds of herbs for all kinds of things. Not just detox, but any kind of ailments that you may have. And I will try to remember to put the link to their website on here. Just so you know, this video is not sponsored by them in any way, at all, shape or form. I bought the herbs with my money and went through the detox. Now, I did the 20-day detox. It was like 2 months ago that I did it, and I'm just doing the review video. Now, what I did was to make sure that I captured, so I took notes every day how I felt, at least for the first week, because they say that the first week is the most difficult because you start to feel things, okay, and things be happening, okay, in your body. The 20-day one has 6 bottles, and I'll show you a picture here. 6 bottles. Each bottle is about that size. Each bottle contains herbs specialized for a certain part of your body or your organs, okay? So they have numbered all these bottles, and they have given you explicit details what to take and when. So it is a truly regimented, really the most regimented cleanse that I've ever done. You don't have to do all these, in the cleanse. You don't have to do the 20-day one. If you want to cleanse your kidneys and bladder and adrenals, you can do that. If you want to do just your liver, spleen, and gallbladder, you can do it. So they sell them separately on their website as well, but you can do the full one where you do all these important organs, right? One of the things I believe in is that it is better to do a total body detox where you're cleaning all the organs. Let's say if you're detoxing just your gallbladder, the liver is giving you bile as well into the gallbladder. So if you don't detox the liver, the bile, the gallbladder, you detox it, but the liver, which is producing the bile, you haven't cleansed that. You haven't detoxed that. So you haven't really done much. You know what I mean? So you want to do complete cleanses as much as you can. One of the things that I did to make my journey with the DHerbs easier was use this container that they gave me. So they give you this pill pocket, or whatever you want to call it. It's got 6 slots in it. So every morning I would put in from each bottle 5 capsules so that I'd be ready for the day. Now what I did was I actually stuck a piece of paper on here where I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that I know which order I'm taking the pills in. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know what I mean? So that I took them in the order that they were numbered in their bottles. So I did this just to keep me from taking twice the same thing, or skipping something and all. And so I think that was really genius of DHerbs to add this. So I really liked it. It made that regimen a little bit easier, but still 30 pills a day. Now the box also came with a full pamphlet of instructions, very detailed instructions, gives you the regimen, what to eat, what not to eat, and I read every page of here. What I liked about it was a sample menu, which tells you the kinds of things that you can eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and so on, to make it easier for you. It also came with the carbon, it's like charcoal, right? Where I think it's 1/4 teaspoon a day, and that helps to suck out the toxins that are being released in your body from these supplements, and then you can eliminate them. It also came with mucus tea. And this mucus tea, a lot of, if you've listened to Dr. Sebi, and I'll try to remember to put his website link also in here, a lot of ailments that we have are because of the compromise of our mucus cells. So when you take care of the mucus cells and the membranes and all those things, you basically become free of sicknesses, like diseases, really. And so it's very important to do a mucus cleanse. It's very, very important. But anyway, that's a different topic for a different day. So I embarked on this because the whole of 2020, dealing with a pandemic and things like that, I wasn't very intentional about doing a full body cleanse. I was doing my juicing, my greens. I have celery juicing. You saw that video. Before that, I was doing, celery, carrots, beetroot, bok choy, parsley, what else? Kale, collard greens, and green apple. And I was juicing those every day and drinking a full glass like that. And I take supplements for all kinds of things. I take supplements that have milk thistle to make sure my liver's in good shape. Supplements that have ashwagandha to make sure I get good sleep and therefore energy during the day. Supplements that have, turmeric, curcumin, all kinds of things. So I am a supplement junkie. When I embarked on this DHerb journey for that 20-day period, I stopped taking any other supplements. I continue to take my one a day multivite, because remember, these herbs are not necessarily intelligent to say I'm taking out only the bad stuff and none of the good stuff. Sometimes some of the good stuff comes with it, and that's why sometimes you end up feeling tired and drained because it's taking a whole lot out of you. So your regular multivites, I would not advise you to stop taking those. So for day one, let's get into the details of this. Day one, I felt fullness in my stomach. Now remember, if you haven't done this before, you take 5 of each of these, like 2 or 3 hours apart. So 5 of one, and then 2 or 3 hours later, you take 5 of 2. 5 capsules of the third one, all through to the end of your day. It's a lot of capsules to swallow. So you end up swallowing 30 capsules a day. A lot of people didn't realize that. I'm like, read the instructions, it's right in there. So before they bought it, they didn't realize it, and then they bought it and they're like, oh, it's too much. We were deceived. We didn't know this, blah, blah. I'm like, reading is fundamental, guys. It is. So I don't know if it's because of that. And, you of course have to drink at least 8 ounces of water with that. And it was a lot in my stomach. I am a small framed person. Look at me. I mean, I'm little. This. So putting all that in my body in one day was a lot, a whole lot. So I felt a lot of fullness in my stomach. I only pooped once. My normal poop cycle is twice a day. In the morning, as soon as I wake up and start thinking about something, I gotta go. Usually in the evening or late afternoon, I do another poop session. So TMI, by the way, we're talking about detoxifying. So if you can't bear me saying poop, you might want to skip this video. Okay. Day 2, I pooped 3 times by noon. By 12 noon, yes, I went 3 times. I had some stomach cramps, but I slept very well that night, guys. I slept. Okay. Day 4. Day 3 wasn't too different. Day 4, I had pooped 4 times by 12 noon, and I was starting to feel tired. So I went and looked in the literature, and yes, that's normal to start to feel some tiredness because there's a lot going on in your body. It's doing a full cleanse. It's busy, okay? Day 8, I slept very well all night. I had more energy during the day. So they had said usually the first 5 days or so is when you start to experience a tiredness and things like that. And then after the first week, your energy level comes back. So if there's nothing unusual for the day, I didn't say anything. I didn't write anything. It's only the days that I felt something different that I wrote. So day 8. Now, the rest of the time wasn't too different. I just felt like I didn't have as much energy during the entire 20-day detox as I had before the detox. Now, again, I wasn't taking any of my other supplements except for my 1-a-day multivite. So maybe I was used to the energy level that the other supplements that I take gave me, and that's why I was missing that. Now, I continued juicing, and my normal diet is very similar to what they say in here. You know, avocados, fruits, not too much because I don't like sweet stuff a lot. And, vegetables, juicing. I don't like processed foods much. Once in a while I get a craving for it, but I don't like processed foods. White rice, no, I usually do brown if I do that. And I do like half a cup full, literally, not like, basically like 2 tablespoons in a bowl of soup, you know what I mean, tomato soup or whatever it is. So that's my normal diet. So what they were saying here wasn't a huge deal for me at all. After the DHerb Detox though, once I was done after day 20, I still continued my juicing because, again, like I said, it's part of my usual diet. But I was exhausted. I had low energy, achy joints. My joints were achy. My stomach was uncomfortable. I started having sleepless nights and uncomfortable sleep, and all of this for at least a week. And my cramps were like menstrual cramps. So that was my experience with DHerbs. Now, after that 1 week, where I continued to juice and, still, do a lot of water and things like that, then I started slowly reintroducing my supplements back. But I do a lot of research on herbs and things, and I try to get ahead of, whatever it is that the doctor may diagnose me with at a time, so that I don't get too deep into it where they have to put me on medication. Because to me, all those pharmaceuticals, most of them are chemicals that cause other issues that need medications for those. And before you know it, you're hooked on like a chain of medications, which you don't want, because then you've discombobulated your entire body. And your body's a machine, so you need to maintain it. You need to keep it well oiled and, properly functioning. So I slowly reintroduced the supplements that I was taking before, but my stomach pains and cramps continued. It seemed as if I had unbalanced something. It took a while for my stomach to rebalance itself, and now I'm good. So that was my experience with DHerbs. I was not very impressed with it. I have had better detoxes that have wreaked less havoc on my body for me to recover from, that I have felt more energized and better after. And they were for a shorter period of time, maximum 2 weeks, that I actually felt that I was, better afterwards. Did I lose any weight? Maybe 2 pounds, not a whole lot. Other detoxes have been gentler, and I feel more efficient and more effective than DHerbs. Will I do this DHerbs again? No, I won't. I think it was too much in the 20 days. Would I advise anyone to try it? Not until you've read and fully understand what you're about to put yourself through. I think the idea is great because, there are not many detoxes that'll go and tell you that they're doing all of this, which is cleaning out your blood and lymphatic system. And this one is your cardiovascular system, is cleaning that. This one is your liver, spleen, and gallbladder, is cleaning that. This one is your lungs and respiratory system, is cleaning that. This one is cleaning your kidney, bladder, and adrenals, that. And then this one finally is your colon and digestive I can't say it. Colon and digestive tract. Digestive tract. Colon and digestive tract. So usually a lot of things end up in your stomach from all around your body, from here and there, end up in there. So it's very important when you're detoxing the different organs that eventually your colon is the one where you flush out at the end, so that you don't accumulate the toxins from everywhere else back in your colon, because guess what is going to reabsorb it? The small intestine is going to reabsorb it. So you have to let it out when it comes in there. So I think the idea is fantastic. Some people have great reviews about it, especially those who were heavier. They lost a ton of weight. But of course, with that kind of diet, also, you will lose weight anyway. With or without these herbs, you will lose weight with that kind of diet, which is fantastic. If you want to try it, check with your doctor first. You want to make sure that it's safe for you, depending on, everybody's different, depending on your medical history and things like that. And that's the end of my review. So if you have any questions, let me know. Put it in the comments down below, and I'm going to get back to you. All right. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Have a fantastic rest of your month. In fact, have a fantastic life. And remember, don't just exist. Strive to thrive. Okay? And I'll see you in the very next video.